Hello, guys, and welcome to your cryptocurrency report for this Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018. Let's get started, and let's open up the charts right here. And we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price is $63.96, and it's going up right now, but only marginally. It's not going up big time. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. We got $208 billion market cap, and we got a Bitcoin dominance of 53.8%. Now, most of the coins are down today, but the price is starting to turn around a little bit. We had a little, it's not big, it's not down big. Bitcoin has been very, there's been no movement to the upside or downside the last number of days. It reminds me back in the period when Bitcoin was running around $200, and it ran along for a long time at $200, and you could have got in at those prices. Well, you know, there's going to be a point in the future, maybe a couple years from now, where you're going to say to yourself the same thing. I could have got in when Bitcoin was only $6,300. Oh my God, why didn't I? That's what people are going to be saying to themselves, you know, because by that time, you're not going to be able to afford to buy but a very, very small fraction of a Bitcoin. Now, people can afford a nice little chunk of a Bitcoin. Some people can afford a whole Bitcoin. Like if you've got an extra $6,500 laying around, you know. But anyway, some people can afford a whole Bitcoin right now. But the middle class people, you know, they're going to get priced out of this. To where when the herd comes, they're only going to be able to buy like 0.00 something. That's all they'll be able to afford. That's how high this stuff is going to go. And so let's take a look at this. Institutional herd. The herd. This article's right. I believe this article's right. It says the institutional herd will arrive in crypto by Q1 2019, and I think that they're probably right. Or somewhere not that long after. And when the institutional herd comes into the cryptocurrency space, that's when the stuff is going to start to be adopted and start to be some of them are going to start to be used as currency. I don't think Bitcoin is going to be used as an actual currency. Bitcoin's going to be savings. Bitcoin's going to be a safe haven asset. Bitcoin is going to be the new version of gold, gold 2.0, except it's going to be worth a hell of a lot more than gold. Gold and silver are the old school, and everybody's going to flood into the new school. They're going to leave the old school behind, but the old school is not going to die. It's going to remain like it is now, except instead of buying Bitcoin and Litecoin with U.S. dollars, you're going to in the U.S. I mean gold with U.S. dollars. You're going to be buying gold with Bitcoin instead. That's just the only simple difference is gold still going to have the same, gold and silver still going to have a very similar position that they do now. They're going to be worth a lot more money than they are now. In other words, their buying power measured in Bitcoin is going to, in other words, if you sold your 1 ounce gold coin right now for U.S. dollars, how much purchasing power would you have with that 1 ounce gold coin? Well, not very much. Like they say, you'd probably be able to buy a new suit of clothes. But later, when you can take that same gold coin and buy Bitcoin with it, and then use the Bitcoin for purchasing power, how much purchasing power will that Bitcoin have that you just bought with a 1 ounce coin? Probably 10 times the purchasing power. So that means your gold will go up like 10 times, but measured in Bitcoin, not measured in dollars. But by that time, that you won't be able to sell that ounce of gold for dollars because it would take 10 wheelbarrow loads full of dollars. Because we'll have been through a hyperinflation, and it's that same hyperinflation that's going to drive Bitcoin to infinity priced in dollars. You're practically not going to be able to buy Bitcoin priced in dollars. It's going to be so expensive. So your bank account right now, if you got $100,000 in your bank account, you could buy a lot of Bitcoin. But when that time comes, you're only going to get just a tiny, tiny little fraction of a Bitcoin. And your purchasing power for those dollars is going to be almost nil. But the gold is going to save its purchasing power. So it's the same way with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to increase its purchasing power. It's the dollar that's going to be the big loser in all this, and everything that's based in dollars. So these people that are running the treasuries today, they're running into treasuries. If it's not the Fed buying them all themselves, I'm suspicious. They might be buying them all through a proxy. They might be just trying to hold the system together until the midterms are over. Quite seriously. I'm serious about that. Anyway, so this is what's happening. It says the cryptocurrency market is volatile. It's gone through several problems this year. The bear market that started in January has continued for 10 months straight. A large number of crypto enthusiasts, therefore, are waiting for deep-pocket institutional investors to bring the price up with their heavy buying power. It says that institutional herd could enter the market by Q1 2019. And seriously, and I think that they're just waiting. The SEC is just waiting to pass a ETF, but they're waiting for the big boys to come in, and they're going to pass the big boys' ETF. All these other ETFs, you know, they're going to say, no, we don't want that. They're going to give it to their banker buddies. This is it. This is how the world works. It's you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, sort of a deal. And it's all the way through the world. The world works on kickback. So they will pass the whole thing, but they're going to pass it off to their banker buddies. Listen, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.